Hi there. Thank you for your interest in our poster. My name is Tijs van den Broek, and I'm an assistant professor at the VU in Amsterdam. I'm really excited to present our poster, Detecting Perspective Getting in Wikipedia Discussions. So this work was conducted by an interdisciplinary team of social science and NLP scholars from the Utrecht University, the University of Amsterdam, and the VU in Amsterdam. So first of all, what is perspective getting and why should you care? So in psychology, perspective getting refers to actively seeking to understand another person's viewpoint through direct questions and active listening. This contrasts with perspective taking, which involves imagining oneself in someone else's position. This happens in the mind of people, whereas perspective getting happens as a behavior. Research shows that perspective getting is vital for clear and empathetic communication, such as negotiations and discussions. So why do we model perspective getting and not perspective taking? First of all, in contrast to perspective taking, perspective getting is really measurable in the communication of people. Second, results of research shows that perspective getting gives more an accurate picture of the other person's viewpoint than perspective taking. We are the first to model perspective getting based on text. So the aim of our paper is to measure perspective getting by developing a codebook, annotating utterances on Wikipedia discussions, fine-tune a Roberta model, and then use that model to test hypotheses on the influence of perspective getting in discussions. So how did we operationalize perspective getting? Based on social science theory, we operationalize perspective getting into two dimensions. First of all, attending the other's perspective. This refers to a person mentioning parts of the other person's message in a text. Second is asking for clarification. This refers to the person asking questions about the other person's message. And then, for example, it's about the concepts and the arguments. You can see examples of these dimensions on our poster. So we use this to develop a code book for the perspective getting dimensions. Then we used the Wiki disputes data set that was developed by de Kock and Vlachos that includes discussions between editors on the English Wikipedia website. The original dataset includes over 138,000 messages, and we sampled messages of discussions that were escalated to a moderator and messages that were not escalated to of discussions that were not escalated to a moderator. So we had two human annotators that independently used the codebook to annotate the sample of utterances. And then we used these annotations to fine-tune a Roberta model that can automatically classify the text into perspective getting dimensions. We also, at the same time, trained a logistic regression model as a baseline. The performance of the Roberta model was actually quite promising, with an F1 score of 0.74 for the attending the other's perspective category and 0.78 for asking for clarification. So that shows kind of the capability of the model in classifying these two dimensions. Surprisingly, the logistic regression model outperformed the Roberta model on the dimension of attending the other's perspective. So we used this model to test hypotheses. And this revealed that the initial perspective getting in discussions did not reduce the likelihood of escalation to moderators. However, what we did find is that when discussion started with a high level of perspective getting, the remainder of the utterances in discussion had similarly high levels of perspective getting. So perspective getting could facilitate a constructive discussion between the editors. Overall, we think that the contribution of our paper is that we develop an unobtrusive and computational method that can measure perspective getting in online discussions. This method can help social scientists to create or to develop large-scale analysis and also enhancement of communication on digital platforms like Wikipedia. You can find more information about our research project in the paper. Thank you for your attention, and we also look forward to further discussion and engagement around our paper. Thank you.